this in the past, using TIF funds for capital projects where they're legally appropriate to do so. So what I'm really saying is, if it's in the urban renewal and it's eligible under state code to use TIF funds, then perhaps we should consider using TIF funds. We'll have the age-old problem with water and wastewater, as John Rexwinkle has quoted many times in the past, that the water users, the wastewater sewer users should pay for their improvements. But that means we can maybe mix and match a few things in order to balance the budget, and that is internal borrowing of TIF funds into the water and wastewater enterprise funds in order to pay for the improvement up front, and then reimburse the TIF funds over a longer period of time so that it makes it more applicable for the various budgets. So, for example, and give one example here, the $500,000 could easily be carried over a 5-year period, $100,000 per year for 5 years, by taking TIF funds to pay for it up front when we do it in FY19, but borrow it against TIF, and then the water department would have to fund that by reimbursing TIF in 5 consecutive years at $100,000 a year. That would take the $400,000 deficit in water to $300,000 just like that. And so I'd like to look at those avenues. The same thing with hotel motel tax, local option sales tax, and road use tax, where legally appropriate to do so. Take various fund balance in those 3 areas and fund capital projects that would otherwise be funded by the general fund. And so we will be looking at that, unless the council doesn't want to do it, we'll be looking at that as ways to solve the issue here. That's all my comments.
Okay. Thank you, Scott. Is there anything else anybody else has? I want to thank everybody.
Do you want to talk this Simcoe thing a minute here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, John Brothers.
Scott, for you also, I'm sure you received notification from Simcoe that we need to submit projects for fiscal years 20 and 21 and 20 and 22 by the February 23rd. That's for funded road type projects. Maybe at this stage, I'm just saying, ask the council that maybe we discuss it at next Tuesday's meeting, but think of any projects that would fall under that. Right now, for instance, Central Avenue downtown here we're doing this year is a federally funded project. In 2019, we're going to do the south end of Central Avenue as a federally funded project. In 2020, we're going to do part of 12th Street as a federally funded project. Is there anything for 2021 and 2022 that anybody can think of that we should think about requesting a proposal for? Is that right, Scott?
You're 100% right on everything you just stated, and one idea I've got for the next one would be 12th Street east of 2nd Avenue East.
Yep.
Okay. And Scott, am I right, according to John, these have to be in by the 23rd of February?
Yes.
Are you aware of that, Scott?
Yeah. Yes, by 4:30 p.m. on the 23rd, they have to be submitted to Simcoe.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that was right.
When is our K-49? Because that's coming up too, is our shared project K-49 with the county. When's that coming up?
That's 19, isn't it?
I don't know.
K-49 was not supported by the County Board of Supervisors, so I don't know. I'd have to get back with Tom Roy and see where they are positioned on that. But that's a good thought. That'd be another potential project that we could put in the program.
Yeah, I thought that was. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, at this time, it's...
one more thing.
Wait, oh, yeah, okay.
Just so council's aware, at some point we need to re-talk about fees. Remember a couple council meetings ago, we said we're going to talk about that in budget committee meetings. We never did, except for water and sewer rates was all we talked about. We didn't talk about any of those other fees. So at some point it needs to come back to council. I think at that time we talked about also that necessarily have to be set at the beginning of the year. We can change fees at any point that we feel that we need to, but just to keep it in your head that we never did approve a list of fees.
Okay.
Should I be on the council meeting for February 6th, or is there too much on there already?
We're adding things to it.
I don't care.
I mean, if nobody else has any other, if nobody has any, I mean, if you have suggestions or thoughts on what to do with the fees, I mean, if there's fees in there that you want to see changed, I mean,
I think it'd be pretty clear that you kind of follow the guidelines of the different departments that made all that part gets real simple. And, if anybody has a problem with anything, bring it forward.
Yeah, 'cause we've got a list of all of them, I mean,
Yeah,
from A
we
to Z,
still got the list.
I've got that list of fee changes, they're not all,
Yeah.
you know,
But-
just changes.
But I think what Jason's asking is, what's the next move, you know?
No, I get it, I get it.
Put it back on the agenda and let's get it done.
Right when Dick gets back.
No. That's what I'm trying to.
I know you're trying.
I wrote that red eye too much.
Slam the hammer, slam the hammer there, buddy.
Okay, again, I want to thank everybody for being here, and I want to especially thank you council members, because I personally know you've put a ton of time into this, and there's been good discussion, and it looks like we're going to be able to get by without raising the taxes. So that's important, so I'll ask for adjournment.
It is.
Motion to adjourn.
Second, motion made and seconded to adjourn, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.